Hey Queens, welcome to my channel. I'm Bailey. Today I'm going to be testing out some new makeup. Well, not really. I have some of the items from the Wet n Wild Beauty Spongebob collection. So I'm going to run through everything that I got and then we're going to test it out. If you're new here, subscribe, notification bell. Please everyone like this video because it would help a girl out a lot and it would be so much appreciated. So let's just jump into it. So I didn't pick up the eyeshadow palette or the highlighter just because, one, it's not a color story for me and I don't need another palette in my collection that I'm not going to use. I also didn't get the highlighter because I don't need another highlighter, one. Two, I especially don't need a highlighter that I am not quite sure if it's gonna complement my skin or not. And considering the fact that it was yellow, well, I don't see that working on me. However, those items definitely fit the theme. They nailed this collection 100%, but not everything works for me. So what I did pick up is I picked up the Spongebob Sponge. I've already wet all the sponges so that I can be prepared for this video, but this is what he looks like. He feels, I don't know, he feels pretty dense, at least more dense than the other sponges. So there's that. Then we got, oh, he's got a cat hair on him anyway already. This is the Patrick Sponge. I feel like he is the more traditional beauty blender style. However, he's more slender throughout here. So I don't know, I think it'll be good definitely for concealer. When it comes to the SpongeBob one, I don't know why this makes me think of the sponges they used in the early 2000s and the 90s, you know, but he does have this rounded bottom. I'm not really sure why, but he does. And then lastly, we have the Squidward one. He looks pretty cute. The shape is very different to any of these sponges that I own. He also has this flat back here, which may make it easier to do foundation. And then this little side could be pretty, I don't know, it might help with concealer, it might not. It looks a little big for my under eyes, but we'll try it anyways. So I'm gonna be trying out all the sponges, see if they're worth it. I also bought the Gary Sponge in Brush Cleaner. Got that peeled off. And then, so on the inside, it's just this bar of soap. I've never used anything like this for my sponges or brushes, so I'm really curious how it'll be. I need to wash my brushes seriously, and I have a ton of sponges that I need to clean up, so I'm excited to try this out. I've never used anything like this. I typically just use a dish soap, which I don't know is actually good to use or not, but anyways. There were also a sponge case, but I really don't need a sponge case. And then there was the hamburger, the Krabby Patty mat for your brushes and sponges, but I didn't get that because I already had one. And then they came out with 2 setting sprays, but I got, well, there was a priming spray and then a setting spray. I just got the setting one. I have a lot of primers and I don't need a spray primer, so I just got the setting spray. This is the Purifying Setting Mist, and it has SpongeBob and Plankton on it, and it says F-U-N. You know, the famous song, F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me, N is for anyone and anytime at all. Is that right? Or is it anywhere and anytime at all? Down deep in the deep blue sea? Anyways, you get where I'm going with it. So, very cute. Let's see. It's a typical spray. It's nothing fancy. Ooh. Ooh, it smells nice too. Okay, so I'm excited to try that. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and use each of the sponges. I'm gonna do 3 different looks today. Lord help me, but I just wanna use these sponges to their full capacity. So yes, you're gonna see me put on foundation 3 times in this video, and then I'll use this mist, of course, and then I'll try to demo the brush and sponge cleanser for you guys. Hopefully I can figure out how to use it. I hope there's directions in here. I don't know. Anyways, so that's kind of how this video is gonna work. So let's get started because I feel like it's already long. I'm gonna get started with the Spongebob Sponge, and I'm just going in with my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is just what I've been using lately. I'm gonna go in with this side for my foundation. I don't know why, I feel like it'll be easier. So just do this. It's pretty dense. It doesn't bother me, but it's definitely not like on the soft side. But I also think it's just because the sponge is so thick and, well, thick. He's a thick boy. I think that looks really nice. Very good, very good. Wow. Okay, well, there's a spot right there. I feel like a lot of times with sponges, I have to like keep going over in places because it kind of looks like I didn't blend it out well. But I feel like with this one, it did really nice. I think the application went really quickly. Sorry, just gonna finish out my neck here. Yeah, that looks so nice. It was pretty effortless. As far as what the sponge looks like, well, it took in some of the product, which is to be expected. Hopefully we can get that cleaned out today. For concealer, I'm just taking my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Just gonna go here. For concealer, I'm kind of just gonna use the edge up here and see how that works. Well, first, didn't really think that's the concealer's fault, not the sponge's fault. Although it doesn't look too bad right there. I just have a pore that I like dug into because I couldn't help myself. So far, I'm really liking it for concealer. I liked that part of the sponge for the concealer. There is cat hair on him, I'm so sorry. I feel like it blended out everything so easily. And I feel like typically with the sponges that I have now, I feel like I'm really having to make sure I'm blending everything in because sometimes it can come out a little unblended. But this is really nice. And by the way, these sponges were all $4.98, which is, I think it's a pretty good deal for one sponge. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna just skip to the next sponge. So yeah. Okay, and I'm back to test out the Squidward Sponge next. There probably is a better way for me to structure this video where it's less like choppy and you get to see more, but it is what it is. All my like final thoughts are gonna be at the end of this video, so if you wanna skip to that part, I guess you can. But let's get going because I've already primed my face, did my eyebrows, you know, the gist. Again, I'm just going in with the same products because I know that these products work for me. I'm putting the foundation on a cat hair. Putting the foundation on the flat side of Squidward just because I feel like that's what it's supposed to be there for. So, also, if you see remnants of the makeup I just did, ignore it. It's not there. Anyways, I feel like this sponge is less dense than the Spongebob one. feel like it blended out my foundation much as the same as the Spongebob Sponge. However, I just feel like it's harder for me to like hold on to it. You would think that there's like, I don't know. You'd think it'd be easier with like this like, you know, little indentation here, but I just kind of struggled with it a little bit, but we're gonna keep going. Some concealer, same products. Okay, so it wasn't bad with concealer. I just, again, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to hold on to this. But yeah, that's just kind of how I feel at the moment. Okay, so the next time you see me, I'm gonna try out the Patrick sponge, so BRB. All right, and I am back with Patrick here, my little buddy, looking as cute as ever, and we're gonna try and use him for foundation and such. This is also very less dense than the SpongeBob one. It's very light, which apparently is the more preferred sponge, but I don't know what I prefer, if I like it more dense or if I like it more soft. Honestly, I just want something to apply my makeup and make it look good. That's all I really care about. So just going in with the same things, just so, you know, everything comes out the same way. That's how experiments work, right? Okay. This one feels a lot like the Squidward one. I don't know why the SpongeBob one is just so much more dense than these two, but he is. I feel like I like the shape of this one the most so far. Again, these are all blending out my foundation and concealer very well. So I really have no complaints except for the Squidward one's kind of like hard to hold, but that's pretty much it. Oh, this is weird. It blends well, it's just, I'm not used to something with this shape, so it's like a little bit different. But I don't mind it. It's very good at like really getting in there. Okay, yeah, that once again looks really flawless. Didn't know that Wet n Wild had such good sponges. I might have to try their like, they have a regular sponge that they have, but these are cute, so how can I not try them out? So sponges so far are really nice. So the next time you see me, I'm going to be using this guy. Okay, I'm back with an actual finished look, and I'm gonna test out this bar of soap thing that came out, and for just making it easier for me to film sake, I'm just gonna clean a couple of my brushes. I am gonna try and clean some of my sponges with it, but for time and easy sake, we're just gonna clean a brush. And I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing because I've never had one of these before, so I'm just gonna spray this with some water to kind of, you know, get it wet. This guy has black eyeshadow on it, so I figured this would be a very good one to test. You just rub it, right? Okay, so clearly some of it's coming off. I need a towel. I really don't know what I'm doing or if this is actually gonna... Okay, now I'm gonna spray the brush with some water. I feel like the black stain is not coming out. Okay, it looks better. He's not perfect. I need more water in my soap. However, stick it in. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're sudsing up. Okay. All right. And then this would probably be 10 times better with the sink, but oh, okay. He looks a lot better. A lot better. Let's try another one. Let's try this fluffy brush. It's one I use quite frequently, so it's really dirty. All right, again, it's just, ooh, flinging some water out. All right, nice, nice. Rubbing it on my towel. Yeah, almost all of the stain is out. I'm gonna rinse it off with some water. There's probably like a better way to do this, a more efficient way. All right, but yeah, it cleaned my brush. However, it's covered in eyeshadow now, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to clean my sponges with it later, but I kind of just don't have time, and also it's gonna be hard for me to film that. So yeah, sorry about that. So let's do an overview of the products. So first off, this spray, I did use it with each of my looks that I did. I didn't film it, however. I guess I could do it now so that you know that I used it. Oh, my lashes got a little stuck. I think it's nice. It's very light. It goes on the skin very well. The smell, though it smells good, it like gets up in my nose because like I breathe, you know, like a human does. And it kind of like burns, so I don't like that. But other than that, I really like it. The Spongebob Sponge is really nice. However, when I was baking, it was kind of hard to bake my nose. And it also just didn't blend out my cream blush well. So there's that. However, I did like it. The Squidward Sponge worked great. It was really hard to like hold it when I was using the flat part. And the Patrick sponge is probably my favorite. One, he's the cutest. Two, he just made things so much easier. Like this, oh, so good to bake with, so good to like blend out concealer. I was gonna say clean concealer, but that literally makes no sense. Anyways, so the Patrick one is definitely my favorite. Each of the sponges are like $4.98. I like all of them. Very nice. I'm happy to have them in my collection. And then last I got the like sponge and brush cleaner. And for brushes, I really like it. I think it'll make things 10 times easier on me. So I'm excited to see what it will do for my sponges. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this little review of the products. And that's all I have for you. So have a good one now, and goodbye.